always stay in school, and you always do your best, always study, always do your homework. Since I was young, I started reading really early and started reading the newspaper with my dad, and then started going to school, and I got interested in science and the world and ecology and things like that, and I've always stayed on top of things and inventing. I think the most fearful for me was fighting Madame Woe. I had a girlfriend named Marge, and Madame Woe had kidnapped her and took her to another dimension, and so it was sort of up to me to save her.
You guys were, I think the phrase is...
Totally awesome?
Exactly.
I don't know, it was hard, it was scary, but I did it. Lately it seems there's two Bulk and Skull that are always trying to figure out who the Power Rangers are, and thank goodness we know them as well as we do, and that, you know, we know that they're always on top of trying to find out who the Power Rangers are, so we're constantly keeping our eyes on them and somehow making sure that they don't find out our true identities. My favorite's guacamole cheeseburgers, and I like pizza. I like a lot of junk food. I like fast food, french fries, hamburgers, things like that. When I was little, I was bit by a fish, and I've just always had horrible experiences with fish. So Rita sent down a fish monster, and I think it was the Goofish was his name, and he paralyzed all the other Power Rangers, so it was up to me to overcome my fear of fish and to push past that and in the end defeat the Goofish. So that was very scary for me just because of my fear of fish, but in the end I overcame my fear, and we won once again. When I'm in my normal state, I try to use my mind before I get physical. Even fighting the putties, I'll just try to outsmart them in some way and make them injure themselves or, you know, destroy themselves in some form. Otherwise, I just, if I have to get physical, I'll do it, but I use that as a last resort. It's great to be smart. I mean, it can take you anywhere in life. Being smart helps me help Zordon to think about, you know, solutions to the problems that we're in, because Zordon sometimes doesn't have the answer, and sometimes my fellow Power Rangers and friends don't have the answer. So a lot of times I kind of help think us out of certain situations. And I'm a straight A student, and that's good. That will take me somewhere after high school. I'll move on to college, so hopefully I'll become one of the world's leading scientists.